Hey, Ann. It's Friday afternoon, about 2 o'clock here in West Lafayette, and we're going to make a go to see if we can stitch this book together as we talked about. So I did a few things ahead of time to try to get started. Now, I've already trimmed the cover for this book to size, and you can see how it kind of trimmed out of the envelope as a whole. And I tried to size it because I wanted to steer clear. On the back side, there were some double layers of flaps, and so I wanted to steer clear of that. So I worked around that. I measured that out of, wrote it off, or measured it off, I should say, against the size of the paper I was going to use. So I trimmed that, and I'll spare you watching my scissor work. I could certainly see where that roller cutter of yours was way better off. That's the other book. I still crack up the 12 Melodious Duets. I don't know if they had a marketing department that thought that up, or just why would you say melodious? 12 mediocre duets. I don't know. I guess it doesn't sound as good. All right. So here we have the second instrument portion. And so this is all going to go and fit neatly in here just like that. So now let's see if I can reproduce what you have suggested in terms of making the triple stitch. So we flip open to the middle, and you can see here we've got staples already here and here. Now I had this brilliant idea because I nerded out and thought about this to actually utilize these staple holes. And so let's see if we can make a go of that. So here I'm trying to pull out, I get one of the staples out. And now what I have is a simple stick pin. I'm sure you've got these laying around. And so just to anchor this for the time being, I'm going to put this straight pin through one of the staple holes. Actually, I want to use the inside one. So all I'm trying to do there is just to secure and maintain the alignment of all the pages while I get this sort of organized. And sort of in the spirit of utilizing the things we already have, well, I already have a hole. Ha! So I'm utilizing nothing. But yet it does keep these things aligned, and I'm going to be using this a lot, so I want to keep them aligned. So we're going to do the same thing here on the top and the bottom, because then I'm going to use these holes on the outside holes to actually stitch through. And so now we're starting to get lined up. Now I needed to get my bulldog clips out of the using Dad's desk here, which is just a hoot. Will it ever be my desk? No, not really. I think it's Dad's desk. All right, so now I'm going to try to secure this and maintain the alignment here as best we can. And here's the second bulldog clip we'll put down here. This is a brilliant idea. All right. And so now we have the dental floss. I actually went to the dentist just last week, or was it earlier this year? I think it was last week. And so this came from them. So how nice. And we can wax nostalgic all we want about Doc Mosier and Doc Premer. But I tell you, I'm grateful that we have dentistry the way we have it now and not back then. So that's for free. All right, my sister, here we go. We're doing the surgery now. So I actually pre-punched this a little while ago through the paper. And so now I've taken the needle with the dental floss and we've gone down the middle. So we're starting this. Oh, amazing. So now I'm going to pull this through. I saved you watching me measure out the dental floss, but that was really clever to get 3 lengths of the spine. And so now I'm going to take the one end and we're going to hold that down under that bulldog clip, which is a brilliant idea. And so now, we've got the needle coming through the other side. And so what we really want to do is get this to come up like this. All right, now suddenly I hadn't thought of something, so let's see if we can figure this out, is actually locating the hole on the other side. And in this case, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this straight pin, since I want to secure these outermost holes. Although I'm thinking about this, I think I'm going to go wider per your suggestions. I'm actually not going to use those staple holes. I'm going to go wider. And so I'm going to force this pin. I'm bending the pin, but I'm going to attempt to force that through. And then when I lost the other pin, did it fall out? Where is it? There it is. So let's see if we can make the same things roughly equidistant. You said I don't have to make that exactly, so that's about a finger and a bit of a span. So it's a finger and a bit of a span. So we're going to go right there and make the hole this way. And can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Okay, so now what I have is I've got a center hole with the dental floss, and I've got this pin going through. So this should show on the other side. So now, can I do what you suggest? So we flip this over, which actually is another joke I could tell you. Just tell Angela and Nathan about it. But that's another story. So can we see this? Here we go. All right, so there we go. There's the objective point. Get it? Point. And now I'm going to take the needle that I'm wanting to use back through. Let's see if I can do this without puncturing my hand, and we have. So let's see what we have here. So we pull this through. Now we want to get the dental floss all lined up, don't we? Now, you talked about doing this without jibber jabber, and it seems to be necessary to jibber jabber, doesn't it? So if I pull this one end, that's the right end. So we're pulling that through, and that's okay. So look what we have, and this is amazing. So now I have the dental floss coming through, and now we're going to go back and hopefully follow this same needle hole back down, right? Isn't that what we're supposed to do? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So the straight pin comes out, the needle goes through. Eureka, there it is. Like this is rocket science here. Okay, so, and interesting. Okay, there we go. Man, this is fascinating. All right, so we've got the stitches coming through now, and so I can pull the spare end of the floss. So now I have that. And now we have the needle hanging here. And so per your instructions, we now go back. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Hopefully through the same hole, and following instructions, trying not to puncture the dental floss or the gum lining or anything. And lo and behold, look at that, Anne. Just as you told me, there we have it. And so we're pulling the dental floss through. The needle has done its work. Thank you very much, Mr. Needle. And eureka, there we have it. There we have. So we're going to snug this up just a little bit. And you said the knot is not a problem, so I don't have to go hire a Boy Scout to do this. And so I'm going to tie a second knot to make that secure, probably a third. There's a third, just because we've got this time. Boom. So there we are. And now I get my handy dandy scissors. These scissors are long ago. When you work in the medical device industry, you see scrap product and they come back, and this came out of some medical kit along the line, and it works great on my desk. And look at what we have, Anne. Look what you've taught me how to do. Bulldog clips come off. And I now have a cover for the second instrument for my Melodious Duets. Look at how that hangs together. Isn't that great? And I've got a cover. I've got a sturdy cover because, as I mentioned, I'm going to be using this regularly. And so there you have it. So I'll come up, and if you have any good ideas for what I should put on the cover, I'm welcome to that. But like we got the dental floss. I mean, with the white dental floss and the white cover, it virtually disappears. Isn't that something? So my goodness gracious, I've burned, here's 10.5 minutes of your life you'll never get back, Ian. But thank you for showing me how to do this, and kaboom, I've got it covered. Thanks so much, my sister. Love you much. And now it's 11 minutes. I'll just quit right now. Love you. Bye-bye.